I was.
Welcome to the party.
Yes. You can't see me. You can't see me now. Welcome, motherfuckers. Welcome back to For the Record. I am Matthew James. I run Synesthesia. As always, I have Pax Machina's Meta here, and I need everybody to give a very, 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 very big warm welcome to our special guest, KVOLX, joining us. KVOLX, how are you doing today,
Yo, what
brother?
up? Good. How is everybody in the chat? How are you guys doing? Let's do it. Let's have a good time. I'm excited.
Yes, sir. We are so excited to have you, man. Thank you again for taking the time. And as people roll in here, we're gonna kind of just get to know you and get to know a little bit about the project and all of those things. And first off, I just kind of like to even start like it was even a chance meeting, you and I, and all of this happening. I was not expecting us to run into each other at the Dale thing. That was so fun.
I know it was crazy. It was such a good event, though. That was great. It was a lot of fun.
I know. Well, you said it too. We kind of talked afterwards, and we thought this whole thing, was just fun and kind of where the momentum of it feels like the industry is going. And again, it's just to have you and do these things exactly what we were trying to. So, we'll get into it a little bit more and do stuff again as they come in. But why don't you tell people who don't know about KVOLX, what is KVOLX? Like kind of what's your sound, and what do people expect to see when they pay a ticket to go see you?
Yeah, so I'm like a mixture between the UK 140 dubstep and also bass music. I started this project like 3 years ago. Um, like before I started this project, I was like just going by my name, and it was like this crazy like all's all over the place and stuff. But I really wanted to kind of build a project that kind of spoke to me, you know. And the KVOLX project really spoke to me, and I feel like that sound really kind of spoke to me, and I was able to kind of build my own sound in those two genres, and I was able to build it from there. So,
Does KVOLX mean anything specific?
I was literally going to ask that.
Swooped you.
KVOLX is like a mixture between. So my actual name is Cayman, so I took the CAY and I just put a K, and then Volks was like something that because if anybody sees me live, my visuals are kind of like lightning and stuff, so like voltage and stuff like that. So I wanted to kind of incorporate with my visuals and stuff like that. So I'm making merch soon, so I'll have like lightning and stuff on it. It's gonna be pretty dope. So I'm excited for that. But I'll be coming out soon. So.
Make the visuals first, and then figure the rest out later.
I was gonna say though, I actually kind of like that approach because it's like you actually have confidence in who you are and your character and your sound and all that sort of stuff. That's so sick. I love that.
Yeah.
So UK 140 dub grime, that's what you're kind of like labeling it as?
Yeah, it's like kind of like a mixture, like kind of like the tapey sound with like the Taki New Light sound, like the modern UK dubstep, but also like the now modern 140 you hear all over the festivals today. So like Up the Trees and stuff like that. So yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I was gonna say, like, as myself, who kind of really comes from somebody who I say appreciates like the older version of what dubstep used to be, like pre-Skrillex era. That to me is like that 140 like grime dub, very low, crazy stuff. And I think you hit it on the head because like Taiki, Tape B, a few of those are making this in a more modernized, maybe westernized version, if you want to call it. And I was even talking with somebody today. I work at Verizon right now, and I was talking with one of my coworkers who actually knows you and knows your music, which is incredible. I hope you're tuning in, Jesse. Shout out, Jesse. I hope you're there. Yeah. But we were kind of talking about back and forth of like how he even went to main stage, to EDC this past time, and he caught himself stuck at a back-to-back with Wooly and Crank That, and he was like, I don't even like bass music. What's going on right now in the low-end bass music is just dope. So I feel like you're a leader for that, man. How do you feel about yourself? Is that where you feel like you stand, or is that where you want to lead to, or like?
Yeah, man. Like, I mean, like to see where the bass scene has grown like throughout the years, and like just to be able to kind of see like kind of where my genre's grown. It's like it's insane to kind of see. Like, I mean, I did start it 3 years ago. Like all these original guys have been doing it for like 10+ years, which is great. But
That's
like
crazy,
I started with
man.
like trap. I started with like trap music and stuff. So like going into like that wonkier style really grew it, and really grew the project that way. So it was just really great to kind of take on that modern feel and be able to kind of bring it back out there and kind of be like, hey, like this is the real stuff. Like you guys will fuck with this. You know what I mean? So my bad. I don't know if I can cuss on here. I don't know. It's Twitch. Hey,
You
be
can
Fuck
careful.
very much start
yeah.
this one. Yeah, it's
Okay.
fine.
All
It's
right.
fine.
Cool. Cool. All right.
It is kind
Yeah.
of interesting, right? How like it was trap was so prominent. I mean, that's where I started off as a trap producer and DJ as well. Especially that like you know, and I say old school, but I mean like 2000s, you know. But you know, it's just like it was so like just dirty as fuck, and then it like fell off. I would never expected it to fall off so fast. And then like the UK like kind of started. You see that the experimental stuff, the bass stuff kind of matched that same beat pattern, and that kind and now it's coming back in like almost in a trench coat, you know, disguised in a new way. And we're just seeing it meld with these other stuff. It's
Insane.
cool to see it come back. I'm glad to see it.
Yeah. Me too.
Yeah, I think that's the new main stage down. You know, I think it's coming back in the same like, you know, even who are we talking Too Soon and all that, right? So Too Soon is even talking about how he feels that he's more aligning into trap with some of his newer sound than he is with dubstep. And, you know, again, he just feels like that's where the masses are going, but also his heart's kind of aligning because he's getting kind of tired of some of the dubstep that's out there.
Yeah, absolutely.
But
Yeah, like I saw, do you know Lucas, Lookas? He's a really big trap producer. But
no.
same thing. I loved him. He came on the scene with such big hits, and then like fell off. And then I saw 3 he's released recently, and I was like, oh fuck yeah, I'm glad to see he's back again.
Yeah.
It's like
You know what's
he was
insane
waiting.
about him? Dude, he was insane. Like back in like 2016, like he made a song with Crank that actually it's called Game Over, and
Yes,
it
yes.
was like fuck. It was so good. It was so good. I remember growing up, and I'm like, this is bangs, you know. And just see where Crank that is now. It's like his sound completely kind of changed. So it's just crazy. But like he's a great producer, and I feel like he always will be. He just like I feel like Crank that was in the same slope, like probably like a Velo. A Velo was in the same slope, but it kind of was like he kind of was going down, and then he like the No Broke Boys remix like blew up, and then boom, people loved his sound. You know, I feel like it's that consistency. You know what I mean? I feel like a lot of producers get stuck, and I think that's what comes into it. But you got to be able to kind of still go with the modern sound in a way, but still kind of use your own sound. You know what I mean? And that's where we kind of see today. So
Yeah.
No, I love that. I think you hit it on the head. Go ahead, Chris.
I was just gonna say, for example, I saw Elenium open up for Lucas when he came through Tempe at like a super small venue, like back in like 2016, 2017. So, you know, again, I went there for Elenium, and that's how I found out about Lucas, and just grew from there. And you never expected Elenium to be the one that took off and Lucas to immediately fall off. But then again, the life cycle of everything just kind of comes back, especially if you're a talented producer and you know like what you're doing. You don't ever just fall off. You lie in wait.
Yeah, well, I'm also surprised to hear you've only been doing this for 3 years, dude. That's fucking
oh
insane
well,
to me, to be
I've
honest.
been making music. I know I've been making music since I was 16. I'm 23 now.
Okay.
So
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So
yeah,
it's you know, more about 7 years in a music career, and
yeah.
yeah. I was going back to one of the conversations I had with, you know, I think it was Ahi or somebody where, you know, a fan came up and he said something like, you know, look at you blowing up, overnight success or something like that. And he's like, overnight success, it took 10 years. He's like, and then another 10 years plus that. And then, you know what I mean? So it's like, I just
Yep.
feel like everybody who really kind of gets that has to put in at least, you know, the time and effort. And if not, maybe you're, who's a good example? Like, you know, about the Mouthpiece story?
Oh yeah, with the Maris West or whatever, who's making like big room and stuff. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah,
Yep.
dude. Yeah, no, he
Yep.
knows exactly. So he
Yep.
was touring and he was on EDC and all the bigger lineups when he was like 16 years old. And then he totally went away and then came back as Mouth P. And then now that's how we all know him. But he was an incredible sensation at his younger age, too.
No, he was doing great. Great music. I remember playing it like I was doing like high school events like when I was younger, like 14, 15. And I remember playing some of his songs, which is crazy, but like those kids knew how to throw down the big room. I'm telling you. I remember it was great. It was so good. So, but
Yeah, that
The fact
too.
that we're even
That's
calling
kind
it
of
big
holding
room,
us.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, so wait, you said were you DJing back then?
dude, yeah, my first gig was at 14. I was doing high school parties, like high school phone parties and stuff. We were bringing like all the high schools together and we're throwing events. It was great. It was lots of fun. So yeah, before I was in the clubs and doing venues and doing EDM, I was working on my sound, making like when I first started, I was doing rap beats and stuff for like rappers, like when I was 16.
Oh
Like, oh
yeah.
my God, dude, like I've I've seen it all, dude. That's how like I tell producers, I'm like, whatever you want, I'll make it. Cause like I've done house music, I've done so much with like growing my sound and figuring out what I want to do as an artist. It's been a journey for sure. So yeah.
What do you think's been the hardest part of that journey?
Um, I think like just being kind of like I feel like the consistency. I feel like learning how to kind of like promote your sound. I feel like that was took a lot to kind of like figure out. Like when you get older, you kind of like understand it more when you kind of like take the time into like social media. So I always tell producers like social media is the one thing is like really important. And like growing up, I was like still trying to figure out like the DAW and stuff, FL Studio, and I was still trying to figure all that out. Getting plugins, you know, figuring out Serum. So really, it was all just structuring, kind of building the concept of making good music. I think that's what kind of takes a while, and then from there you find your sound, and then you grow as an artist. So that's really kind of what takes the time, and that's why I tell artists like you're not gonna blow up overnight. It takes a while. You know what I mean? John Summit was posting YouTube videos of how to sound like professional tech house. You know what I mean? Like in college. You know what I mean? Like sometimes that's all it takes is making tutorial videos too. Like, and it's just like promote yourself, be confident in what you make, and you'll make it. Just stay confident. That's what I always say. So
No, I love that. I think a lot of people try to rush the gun. You know what I mean? They see somebody who they admire or they love their sound, and then they also see now like that's the downfall of social media, right? It's like the you have to use it, but you also have to understand too that this is a very volatile ecosystem. So once you understand your sound, your originality, who you are, very easy to stay outside that ecosystem and understand that it doesn't affect you. But when you're in the midst and you're growing up and you're like, oh, I'm gonna be like John Summit, he just, you know, just made that song and then he got big. And it's like, yeah, but y'all didn't see him putting in the extra years and stuff, you know?
yeah.
And that's, you hit it on that's, I think consistency is king, dude. I think that's so true.
Oh yeah.
Take notes, guys. That's big ones, truly.
Another thing you don't, talk about is that how many people who like seem to make it big early, but are actually like 40. I mean, just this past week, I met somebody like said he was 40. Looked me in the eyes, and I was like, I would have thought you were younger than I am, you know. And then yeah, I forgot my second point, but like,
Go to that
I
too,
can't.
actually, because like Tiesto, like a lot of your bigger DJs, 50, 60, 70, not 70, but Fatboy Slim's like 50 or 60. Like some of them are quite a bit older. They've been doing this for so long. Like Tiesto has literally been pissing out trance for like 30 years, dude.
And also,
You know?
don't like look away
Yeah.
from the people who also had all this privilege, all this money. You know what I mean? Who already started with that leg up. Imagine if you were like 16, 17, and you had all the money in the world and couldn't and learn to be something. It's not to say that they're not great. It's also to say you can't match that lifestyle. You got to find your own route. You can't just go, man, what they're doing is what I can do, and why am I not making 7 songs a day and stuff like that? Well, hey man, you got a life to live too. But like, if you're committed, then you make it work. But don't kill yourself.
Yeah. I love that. Well, I'll transition a little bit. So I still want to go more about the lore and stuff, but I don't know much about like, your journey onto the labels and everything. And I think that that's kind of something that can maybe help some of these people. And, I guess my first question is, when you're navigating the industry right now, what's the biggest hurdle you see up and coming producers kind of fail to jump over?
Um, let's see. Really like I feel like when you're like trying to get out there as an artist, I feel like a lot of like newer upcoming artists kind of like I always hate to say like, like promo or content, but it's the way you make it. It's the way you're presenting yourself. A lot of times, what labels look at, like management, is obviously one, like I said, consistency, but also being able to push out good enough content that's professional level to the point where you're like, so you can watch this and be like, they can trust you to be able, you can post your own stuff, and they don't have to like, like monitor everything, what you're posting and stuff. Like it's weird because back in the day it was like they came to you, but now they want to like see what you have, and then they come to you. So it's very weird now. That's why we say consistent, stay consistent, because if you're putting out good content, the right person will see, and you'll get signed. And when it comes to like sending in like songs, like I know Excision has an email you can send in songs to him. He always does like volumes and stuff where you can send in tracks and you can be like, yo, I fuck with this. I'm gonna sign this. I'm gonna put it on this big old album with a bunch of other artists that can get you can get out there that way too. There's just so much opportunity that really comes down to it, and you just gotta stay like on social media and kind of see what the updates are. Um, it's a lot of these bigger guys. They do have an open email. Send over tracks because you never know that right song that you feel great about will get signed to a good label. So yeah.
Oh, I love that. I say that all the time, man. I'm so glad that you said that. Can I ask you something too? And it's okay if you don't want to share it, but like when you have a release, do you have like a checklist that you go down like, oh, I'm gonna send this out or I'm gonna do this, this, and this to like, make sure you're kind of hitting all the boxes?
It's I go with vibes, really. Like I feel like a lot of like record labels, like now you see like Cyclop Records, they're throwing DMB out there, they're throwing 140 out there. Subtronics loves all genres. He I say it like that, but like he does. He loves all bass genres. We look at Disciple. Disciple's throwing all different types of genres out there. I always say just have a list of emails that you feel like will fit the criteria of your song and just send away. I always say you can even just yellow it and just send it to a label you don't even think it's gonna get like released under, and you never know it could. You never know. Or it could get on the right eyes, and other big artists will see that, because the person that runs that label could be like, "Yo, I'm gonna send this to so and so. They might fuck with this." You know what I mean? So it's just keep your options open and just send it out to as many people because you never know when the right person will come and grab it and snag it and make you a next big thing. So yeah.
No, it's the truest advice I think you can give anybody right now, man. Like,
Yeah.
0 is always going to be 0, right? 1 will always be better. Send something out, try something, send it out. The worst you can get is an ignore. And the best you can get is that they looked at it and in there, now you're in your subconscious. So you're at least some step further than you were before.
Dude, sometimes like they'll reach out. Like it's very, very rare these days, which I don't really see very often. But sometimes they'll reach out and be like, "Hey, if you fix this and fix that, boom, we got a release." Like sometimes they
Facts
do
just
it,
did that.
sometimes they don't. Like yeah, sometimes they do it. It really just depends on like who you're
Yeah.
contacting and who's getting back to you. But yeah, sometimes they critique your work. Sometimes they do. So you could always take that too, and don't feel scared to get critiqued because for a long time I was getting critiqued before I was putting out, good records and playable records. You know what I mean? So don't feel scared to get yourself out there that way. So
Honestly, I think too, critique is a better sign. If something is super like really really bad and I can't, I have like I'm just gonna I have no advice on how to fix it.
That's so true.
But if I think okay, this is good, but it could be a little bit better, I'm not gonna waste my time giving you like an essay of notes. I don't owe anything. But if it's good, but it's almost there, then I'm more likely to actually go, okay, cool. This is the things it can fix. And I've seen that last track we released on Pax Machina Viva. He released it. I said, hey, it needs some edits. He made those edits, sent it back to us like 2 weeks later, and I went, damn, holy shit, that was fast, and also exactly what we were saying. Like you heard it, you fixed it, and we released it a month later.
there you go.
Absolutely. All right. Meta, you got anything on here?
I do. I have a question. So, and this is something that had come up recently. We had an artist who was trying to submit to our label, but was excited they'd made their own album art for the track. But then they were excited to use it. But we have a very specific style for our album art, and so it didn't really work out. What's your opinion on that? Do you normally come in with a plan like that, or do you just expect that it's gonna like just go whatever way? And what about title track too?
When you're submitting to a label, usually like a lot of the labels I send over, they make your own album cover because they like to do a certain format, certain vibe, and which is fine. And when it comes to title, sometimes I'll just make a song title and they're like, "We need to change this," and I'm like, "Okay, what do you guys think?" or whatever. Because if they're willing to sign it, they'll help you out with the title. Usually that's usually the way, but usually they just let you be like, "Sure, like if you want to make this the title, let's do it." Because sometimes like you can make a title and it's not very eye catching. Like they kind of look at that too. You don't want something like random or like some weird shit. You know what I mean? So make it eye catching, make it be like, oh, this sounds cool. Let me listen to this real quick. You know what I mean? So I don't really have a plan that really goes into it. I kind of just feel the vibes. I'm like, okay, let's name it this and see what they think. That's go with the flow. Vibe
I
out.
dig that.
That's kind of
That's
my
Yeah, that's trust though too. I feel like like if you dig the label, you know what I mean, and you're about it, then you're like, okay, well, I understand that or they have this community or this backing or this thing, and I want to be a part of that. So that's why I'm at least going to concede some things. But I mean, to Chris's point too, like I think probably why he asks, at least for us, what we see a lot of times is like people who are trying to get into the label, and then if we will sign them, and maybe they haven't been with the label before, this, that, and the other, and it can be difficult for them to understand that the label can be controlling into their own assets and how things be distributed in that way. But at the end of the day, just like you said, I think at least from the way I always take it is always like looking out for the end of the artist. Like the other one, like you're talking about like title, like I had somebody send something in. I'm like, you can't Google search that. Like nobody's ever going to be able to find that song, man. Like to
Yeah.
your credit, like something like SpongeBob Wub Pants, like that's actually probably pretty good. There's not a lot out there that's going to have the Wub Pants in
So
it, and
good.
SpongeBob has something else
So
out,
good.
very
Yeah.
creative when it comes to search engine optimization and a couple other things. And even just the way you do go about your samples and your choices and stuff, they're very gotcha and grabbing. What people want to get, and I think that that's super important too. Like yourself, and what your audience would want as yourself.
Appreciate it.
Right.
Appreciate it.
And there's just as much marketing as there is with art, right? Like you have to make the art, and then you have to figure out how to market it to people. Like it's two separate things. You can't make art just to market it, because then like what the fuck the point is just to make shit just to put it out there. But then you have to get it out there somehow. Like I want my shit that I make to be heard by people. I want people to listen to it. I want people to experience it. And I can't do that unless I get it in front of them. And so there has to be a way to do that. And that's what you're saying about being consistent, on social media, putting other stuff out there, putting like remixes, making sure that like you have a right vibe, you have a right brand so that people like experience it correctly.
Yeah, and like any artists that are on here right now, like I'm gonna like just give you guys like the most craziest advice so that I took, and just I'm gonna get okay. I'm just gonna throw it out there. This got me like 8K in a month, and I want you guys to do this too because this can
Ooh.
help you guys a lot. Okay, and I personally hate making reels like this, but I still get caught doing it, and recently I have done it. But these brain rot videos, people love it. These videos where you can relate, like with like oh like dancing in the crowd and stuff with like the people dancing and stuff, would put your song over it. Like I'm telling you, like I did it with my pop that thing flip, and I made a video. It got 500K views on Instagram and like 40K likes, and it just skyrocketed my streams.
That's huge.
Like it is the most like best advice that I've gotten. Like Avello or like Dennett, those are great guys. They're like, dude, just do it because they did it also. Avello doing like the Squirtle dance and do his songs, like, and it
Yeah.
blew up. You know what I mean? Like, it is the most best advice, and I always tell all producers to do it because you never know that weird brain rot video could just blow up, and people be like, oh my god, I can relate to this so much. But wait, that song is cool too, and then they grab it, they download it. See, so I always recommend that. So that's what really grew my social media on Instagram a lot, and TikTok actually, but
That's huge.
Instagram especially. Yeah.
That's
Oh,
great
there's
advice.
go
Go ahead.
ahead.
Oh,
No,
I,
okay.
you go. You go.
So we talk about this often actually, and it's the click funnel almost to from long form to short form, right? And the opposite of that. And there's a lot of people who are really good at the clip, and then they have shitty long form too. And I think that when you think about that from an artist aspect, right? It's you hit it on the head earlier of you made a bunch and you had things that they're already at a certain level so that when people found you, they already landed in a place that felt familiar and dope. And now I'm like, oh shit, now I found my next favorite artist. And that's what I think everybody is kind of searching for. A lot of those guys can have one hit, but then if you don't have that landing pad with the other hits or the other stuff that's ready to go, it feels like I'm not going to be a fan, or I'm waiting for something.
Yeah, like when you're growing a fan base, you want them to enjoy your music, but you also want your fans to enjoy you as a person, like how you carry yourself. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's a big thing that we see today is like how you carry yourself on social media and what are you posting. Like a lot of times, talking videos, talking to your fans is on a video. You know what I mean? Just carry yourself. You know what I mean? Just carry yourself. Give good energy. And people love that shit. I mean, it's all about the plur movement. That's the EDM. That is the just be sweet, be respectful, appreciate everybody that they're trying to go for in life, and you know what I mean. And also respect yourself for what you're making and your fan base, and always show appreciation. So that's what I like to go off of, and that's how I'm always going to be. So for the rest of my life, that's how I always love it. So
Oh,
That's
I
perfect.
love that.
You gotta
You
respect the
got
culture you're in, right?
yeah,
Yes.
yeah. I bring
Yes.
Black Blur. I think that's what you're saying, right?
Yes. 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 Bring back Blur always.
No, but yeah, I think genuine and organic is always going to shine through, especially nowadays. I think that's so true. Um, Meta, back to you. Anything else for our special guest here?
I'm chilling. I'm ready to listen to some tunes, dude.
I think I'm feeling it
Let's
too, my
do it.
friend. Yeah.
Let's do it.
Well, I'm gonna give you guys a rundown if you guys don't know our show really quick. First of all and foremost, if you're just tuning in, thank you again to KVOLX for being here, our very special guest. We're gonna be listening to music together alongside my co-host and co-label owner, Pax Machina, head label Meta. Sorry, it was a terrible fucking intro. This is Meta from Pax Machina.
He's a fucking gay.
Is a fucking yay. This is Meta from Pax Machina. I'm Matthew James from Synesthesia. We're both record label owners, and we listen to these records to give you guys feedback live. And we're very blessed to do so again with our special guest here. So, getting into it, what do we got first, Meta? Yeah, yeah.
I
Yeah.
keep
So,
forgetting to unmute myself.
I'll go through this while you're getting it up again. Is so we have changed the process, guys. We used to do it through TrackStack because that was Synesthesia's way to get records, and it's a wonderful, wonderful way. But because we're partnered with Pax Machina and because we have so many different ways that we're trying to do it, we're streamlining it into Discord. So for those who want to be a part and submit going forward, it's going to be on Discord. Just spam join the link, which I will put in the chat here, and join up, follow the steps, you'll see it.
Come be part
All
of the
right.
fam.
Yeah, come be a
It's
sinner.
fun. Come on, guys.
All right, what do we got?
Yeah. I'll let you read this description if you want. The longest description.
Oh, is this from the let's go from the bottom down. Actually, I gotta
Oh,
go from the
oh.
yeah,
Oh,
the
yeah.
other side.
Oh, by the way, I arranged it from the bottom up, Chris. I didn't let you know.
You know, yeah, didn't you remember it's opposite day?
Yeah, dude. Clearly, we're going reverse alphabetical. Like,
So I think the first one here is from Lex.
yes, and it's I/you got it.
Cool, and it's some tech house. All right, guys, we're gonna listen to the first drop, and then we'll give you some feedback.
I got it, you got it. They want it, but they ain't gotta know what it is that makes us alive. Used to feel, they just wanna feel alive. I got it, you got it. They want it, but they ain't gotta know what it is that makes us alive. What it is that makes us alive. I got it, you got it. They want it, but they ain't gotta know what it is that makes us alive. Used to feel, they just wanna feel alive. I got it, you got it. They want it, but they ain't gotta know what it is that makes us alive. What it is that makes us alive. I got it, you got it. I got it, you got it. I got it, you got it. I got it, you got it.
It's just a little message to let you know you need to focus on the how it's gonna happen.
All right,
Almost every single day.
that's Lex.
Let's whisper our way
You
out.
got it. Yeah, well, we went a little bit longer than normal, but I dig it. It's a great track, great to open with. It's got energy. What I really like about it is the bass line. It feels fun. It feels easy. You could probably play this at like pool party type stuff, and it would very natural. If I were to change it, maybe just more of a radio edit type. I think you have a lot there that would be good, but more compressed. I think you can say the same with a shorter amount of time. And I also would put a little bit more emphasis on that bass line. I would love to see it shine through a little bit differently. But yeah, a lot of those elements are really, really good. I love that R&B vocal. Whatever you're choosing with a lot of those elements felt very cohesive.
What do you think, KVOLX? Throw to you.
All right. You're gonna bring me back to my house vibes. Oh, geez. Okay. All right. Gotta bring out my Malp over here. Okay. Yeah, like kind of what we just already said. Like I feel like yeah, kind of take away that intro, make it more kind of like a radio edit. I say like kind of like bring the vocal in kind of right away, kind of bring in like a vocal sweep, but then go into the vocal. That bass line is great. I feel like when you're going into the build, I kind of like thought of a perfect example what you can kind of like listen to. Was it it's called Lose Control by James Hype. This is a perfect example.
Oh yeah,
of what
good
you
one.
and I feel like don't bring in the low end of the bass right away on that build up. Kind of like take out the lows, only leave the highs, and then just build it up with it because it will bring more of an impactful to the drop. You know what I mean? It brings that energy because I feel like you kind of lose me when it's already introducing the bass. I feel like if you take the lows out and leave the highs on that bass, and then just bring it up, bring the build up, and then boom, smack it right there. It'll create more of an impactful moment. But I understand what you're going with. I love the vibe. Keep it up, and would love to hear more from you. Maybe one day. This is a great record. I love the vibe. This is like car vibes. I like listening to stuff like this in the
Yeah.
car. So I like it. I like it.
Yeah, definitely similar to what you guys said. Super, super vibey. I actually don't mind the long intro. I'm as someone who generally gets bored with house music, it wasn't too long for me, especially with the vocal. It was very chill. But I always have this. The drop has to be worth it, and I don't feel like the drop was quite worth it. Just like what they said with the elements to the bass, I feel like I needed a little bit more hit, and a little bit more of that kick maybe coming through just to drive it. Almost like a I don't know, I almost relate it to. I mean, it's totally different, but like I can't think of the artist. Anyways, super vibey. I just wanted it to hit a little bit more when it hit in, but I love the direction as well.
Yeah, it's got some like Chris Lake type vibes. It's got some like, different, maybe, early Matroda stuff. But like, yeah, I dig. Please keep sending it in. We'd love to hear more from you. Thank you so much, Lex.
Yeah. Great vocal. I love the vocal too.
Yeah. I
love
hope
that.
that's an original. That'd be sick.
Yeah,
You got it.
that would be
You
sick.
got it.
You've got it. Well, I love R&B too. Alrighty. Next up, we got West Side V. This is some more house, progressive house. Let's start it from that back midway period and hit the first drop. But this first one's gonna be, or the song's gonna be called "Closer." West Side V.
Back midway period.
Yeah, you know exactly what I mean when I
Like
say that.
no, not at all. And then you said first drop, and I'm like here it.
No, just hit the second drop. My bad. Just
Okay,
hit the second drop.
Okay.
That's what I meant. West Side V. Closer. Wow.
That was fun.
I had to look you up, West Side V. You took me by surprise. That was very, very, very well
I
done.
wasn't familiar
That
with
was
your
dope.
game.
That was sick.
What did you say? Either of you, I couldn't hear.
I said I wasn't familiar with your game.
I know, right? Yeah. West Side V, dude. All right. That's just, I don't know. That's a blend of a lot of different things that I really, really love. And it kind of hits a lot of notes for me. Particularly that kind of like future house techno vibes. I love the fact that it says 83 BPM. No, 135. There we go. I was like, I can't believe that's right. The 135 fits so well, and everything you've done with it. I love how big it was. I love the drop and the elements. Like Chris was saying earlier, we kind of look for the drop naturally sometimes with this music, and that one was fulfilling to me in all the right ways. I'd love to reach out and see if this is available. An incredible track.
Really, really fun. I put Rufus Du Sol into the chat because like that was that build up. I can almost see them like twisting the knobs. Like I even think that's the one criticism maybe is that and we only heard the last drop, mind you, so that's probably not the best example. But it did get a little repetitive for that final like 50 seconds. So maybe that is not the rest of the track. Waveform looks very, very different, so I would imagine it's not like that. But that would be my one criticism. Is I want to hear a little bit more movement, but that's probably just a matter of me going back and hearing the rest. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful production.
Yeah, no, I loved it. I feel like it's definitely like record label ready. I love just the like feeling like you're on space vibes. I love it. It's like kind of just all takes you all at once. I love the different concepts of elements, the sounds you use to kind of bring it up. The build up sounded great. It didn't really feel forced, so that's good. I like how it flowed into the drop. But yeah, kind of like, I mean, it's like an X type like tech house style, and like X club mixed with like tech house, which is cool.
Yeah.
I like that. That's cool. It feels like you don't really hear it very often, because I feel like it's just gonna be some like deep like pounding like techno like sub, but then it like goes into like this like tech house sounds, and I'm like, I like that. That's cool. But yeah, like kind of like the middle, probably like you can even make like a little fake out part or something with like the vocals or something. Just kind of like switch it up. I feel like it does get a little too repetitive. I mean, you could always even throw like a little trap beat in there if you want, kind of towards the, if you want to spice it up. It is 135, so you could do something like that too. Kind of grab like a respace, you know what I mean? And then sidechain the kicks. I feel like that'd be cool. I feel like that'd be really dope. So, hey, this is just ideas, but it's up to you. I love it,
That's
good
good.
vibe.
Fuck yeah. I love the X Club call out too. That was on point. Kitama vibes for sure. All right, let's keep it going. Ed Willman.
Why'd you say it like that? Ed Willem.
Ed Willman.
Ed
No.
Willem.
Because Ed Willman. Willman. No, Ed Willman. And Now and Then. This looks like some more progressive house. We're gonna have to get to some bass next though. I'll search for some bass next for everybody. give it a skip to the first drop. So go ahead and hit that middle part, the middle just vocal. No, the vocal part that'll hit to the more crescendo of the drop there. I'd love to see what he's trying to crescendo at. All right, Ed Willman. I love it, man. It's different when it's progressive house. I was trying to communicate to him because it's a 6-minute track. I don't want to listen to all of them. It's just hard to piece out where that's going to crescendo at. But I for progressive house, I love where this goes and what it is. For me particularly, and like for the label, it would just need to be a little bit more public or mass appeal facing. This just feels like something that could be a part of maybe a bigger album or a bigger EP that could, maybe be something. But this particularly is just a little bit too niche within like the club scene and would probably fit more on like, again, just something that I don't know if we would have on ours, but I do love it. I think all the sounds are great. It's hard for me to really kind of pick it apart from what it is.
It's really gorgeous. I love the whole time I was vibing. I love all the movement in it. But I feel the same way. It doesn't have that impact that it would need to be like kind of like that theme. But I do feel like I was picturing a lot of stuff as a filmmaker. I was thinking from that mindset of like in a movie, in a TV show, as like a background, like this would slap. So it creates a vibe so well. And so when it's in the right environment, I feel like would really really just slap.
Yeah, no, I like the. I don't really know too much of this genre. I was more in like my tech house phase, but like I listen to a lot of music like this in the car. So, and what I see a lot, it's like runway music. It's like doing a little strut down the runway. I love music like this. It's great. It's good vibe. Kind of like in your breakdown section, I feel like there could be like a use of like taking away some of those basses. I feel like kind of keep the vocal drawn in a way and use some more elements to kind of fill it up, and then bring it back in. I feel like it kind of needs more of like that suspense a little bit more. Kind of with this genre, it's like chill, but you also need to kind of have that suspenseful moment in the middle to kind of keep them drawn. You know what I mean? So I like the vibe though. And yeah, it's a great track. I love it.
Oh yeah, agreed. That's what I say. It's like it's hard to pick apart sometimes when it's just not your thing, but it's a really good track.
Yeah, we're like,
Like
hey,
if you,
welcome.
I don't know if he listens to Mild Minds at all, but look up Mild Minds and you'll get very inspired with them. They're this style, and yeah, just listen to Mild Minds. Great
Oh yeah,
producers.
cool. Chris, can you go all the way up to Drew I think it's the second one from the top. So I'm going to reward this person for going first in the Discord and following all the instructions because you are also bass and we want to listen to some bass right now. Let's hit it from the second drop and everything going forward. We'll just try to find the second drop from everything.
All it's not that obvious where it's at. Right there. Okay. Wait, oh god, it's muted. What's that?
Put your number twos in the air if you did it on them. If I had a dick, I would pull it out and piss on them. Piss on them. Shit on them. If I had a dick, I would pull it out and piss on them. More talent than my motherfucking left thumb. She ain't a Nicki fan, and the bitch that's dumb. You ain't my son, you my motherfucking stepson. If I had a dick, I would pull it out and piss on him. Piss on him.
All right. True to You and Xavier Sucks did it on him remix. Who's got thoughts first?
Are those real? Those real lyrics, or did they AI generate those? Because like
Those are
I don't
real
know.
fucking
I
lyrics.
don't know what the worst part was. I did it on my stepson. Okay, cool. So there's incest too. All right. Yeah, yeah. Fling beats flagged by moderator. What are you saying? What are you saying, Fling? Piss on him. Yeah. That being said, it was vibey, and the second part, the wee like reminded me. It reminded me like a cartoon of someone like twerking, like very interesting. I feel like it's missing a lot of the low bass end. It's there. I really like the style, but it's just like there's not enough of that low bass. It's kind of capped. It feels a little compressed. So maybe if you can bring that out, it's super fun. And then maybe just a little more dimension with the movement on the bass. But it's super fun, and it's definitely one that you're either gonna love or you're gonna go, what the fuck. So I kind of in between. Fling got kicked. Okay,
I
sorry.
did not kick him out.
What do you think, Kay?
Yeah, no, I love the vibe. But yeah, I feel like the drop needs more layers. I like the original bass sound on the first drop. I feel like the low end is a little lost. I think it's just the style of bass I think you used. I feel like if you use more of a low endy type of stab type bass, I feel like it would blend more well. You could always keep that bass and then add more layers above it, like an 808 or you know what I mean? There's a lot of ways you can, but you got to make sure you EQ it right. So, but yeah, I feel like just more layering on the drop. I like how it kind of shifts back after the drop ends. It's cool. You can leave that. But yeah, I mean overall, I like the idea, and yeah, it's cool.
Oh yeah, I digged it too. It's something that we would dig as a remix for sure if we got a bit of the sounding stuff rounded out. There's just a muddiness in the middle. I'm not going to echo everything that they said again, but I think that the idea and everything is really amazing, and I'd love to hear more from y'all. So great job. Thank you for kicking off some bass with us too.
I think I just realized the end was supposed to be a bed creek. Presumably after piss. Yeah. Anyway,
I think you're really stuck on these samples, my
yeah,
friend.
dude, I get it. It's like bedrock over again, man. Okay.
All right, let's go. Sorry, I'm gonna keep throwing you some curveballs here, but I'm trying to get you some bass.
Bring him. I played
So
fucking T-ball.
in the middle, in the middle is Phasix. Go grab Phasix Override.
In the middle.
Yep.
Somewhere in there.
Yep.
There we go. Override. Yes, this is a fucking dubstep name of a song.
Yes. So this is Phasix. We're gonna release with them next year. I haven't listened to this track, but I'm very excited to do so. So, yeah, let's get second drop shit. All right. Phase X. Some solid dubstep. Meta, your territory.
Yeah, this is welcome to the metaverse. Huge fan. I really like the switch up between all the different samples. As soon as I started to get bored, it starts switching up, and I really appreciate that because I definitely the ADHD or whatever distractedness kicks in very, very quickly, especially in a bass song. After so many wubs, I need to switch it up to a weep or something. But I really enjoyed how often you switch it up. My only criticism would be that I feel like there's still some sounds that are fighting each other. I think it needs to be the mix needs to be a little bit cleaner because it'll make it sound a little bit more. I think the sub could come through a lot clearer right there and sit on top of the bass better. And I feel like the samples to me are sounding a little bit generic. It sounds a little bit like pre-canned samples. I want to hear more because they're just so repetitive and there's not a lot of movement to them. I want to hear, and there's nothing wrong with using samples, but like find a way to like switch it up. So you're not just posting the same thing over and over again, reverse it, cut it up, find a unique way to use them because that's the one thing is that it just kind of, it switches up, but I can tell that it's just the one thing. And I want to see a little bit more movement with that.
Yeah.
All right. Heavy dubstep, love it. It's cool. I feel like it needs another layer. And one big thing is when this genre I don't mind like the stab drops. That's cool, like the bass stab drops. That's dope. I feel like when you're doing stab drops like that, I feel like in a way when you're taking that second part, make that impactful moment, like kind of like I'm trying to give a good example of a song. Can give a good
Photograph
example,
by
but it's like just a like the new Excision and Level Up song. It like goes into like a weird techno drop, but then it like goes into just like this heavy 808. I feel like when you're doing stabbing, I feel like you can kind of layer that with the 808 and it could sound really good depending on how you stab it. Stab drops are cool. I just feel like the way you like attack it and incorporate it, I feel like there needs to be a kind of a switch up. But it will sound too dry and it will not sound too much in your face. With this genre, you want to make sure it's in your face. That is the whole point of heavy dubstep. It is like you want it just pow, pow. So, but I like the idea. I just feel like there should be some more different, I guess, sounds on top of it, with it, or in certain parts to kind of give it a different flow. But yeah, that's what I got.
I'm just gonna say a lot of the same. I think you can add more, and I think that the song itself is, just the start of an idea. I'd love to hear what else you finished with it. But
Well put.
All right, thank you. Well, you guys were the ones who put it first, so
Yeah. Exactly.
but no, Phase X is incredible. They're very diverse, and we've got something coming out with them later this year that I'm very excited about. I just sent you a couple things, Meta, if you can, and I'll talk through it. So again, guys, we're gonna start reward the people who are sending stuff into the Discord. I know there's a few people specifically who are looking to get play or review by KVOLX. So we're gonna get a couple of those ones up here. The next one here we got Anamorphic.
The homie.
The homie, yeah.
The homie. He's in the group chat. I know he makes cool music. He's definitely getting out there, and I'm proud of what he's doing. So he needs to keep doing his thing. I always tell him. So.
Yeah,
You heard it right
I
here.
completely agree with that. Well, we had him on for Sinvite when we did Sinvite, and I think the very first one he did it back to back with the whole affiliated crew, and it was just legendary. I loved it. So
That's what I was gonna say. The legendary one.
it really was, man. All right, this is anamorphic type shit. I can't speak today, dude.
Hi. Oh my god.
Anamorphic type shit.
I feel bad for taking that one out. Even
I
that caught
know.
me.
Oh my
It was
god.
good.
So someone call snails and tell them that someone made vomit base cool again. Yeah, I know, I love it. Obviously, very different. But again, those kind of sounds, I expected them to get annoying very quickly, and you switched it up so much that I didn't have time to. Super fun, and the highlight though was that I was like, oh, this song is amazing. The highlight though was that freaking trap beat with the bell right there. Like when we're saying trap is coming back, that's what I mean. That shit sounded insane. That is, I would take that alone. You know, again, if this were fucking, I'd make that a ringtone in 2010. Super dope. Yeah, I already want to hear the rest.
I'll throw it to you if you got something.
This is my style. You know, I already know the whole
That's what I
the
mean. I had
works
to
with this
play it.
with this genre. You know what I mean? Oh man, dude, I love your sound, dude. You're killing it, dude. The only thing I could say about this is I think it needs a little bit more effects. It needs some more elements to kind of fill in the gaps. I feel like it's kind of, I love the yoys. I love all that. It sounds great. I just feel like there's some gaps that maybe you can add like a little like laser shot or like something that could kind of like spice it up a little bit. Kind of make it more earful. Um, even kind of having just like a underground, like under it type of sound on the second part to kind of switch it up a little bit. But overall, the yoy sound great, the bass sounds great, the kick sounds great, the drums sound great. Yeah, that's all I gotta really say. Just kind of keep the elements kind of flowing. I feel like because it kind of gets lost with like the same sounds over. So switching it up in that second part will kind of give it more of a different feel. You can even do like kind of like a fake house situation or whatever. But yeah, that's my critique on it. Sounds great
Hell
though.
yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think everybody wants to hear the second drop, and we might get back to it. But I will say that this is the best opportunity, and this is why we want to reward this. Okay, we built the Discord system. Go in the Discord system, give him the emojis, give him his flowers. Do that on all the tracks that you like that we're playing on these ones, because there's the starboard and there's the ways that you get rewarded and stuff. And you know, we want people who are putting the effort out there for the community to interact with each other, and also let us know like what do you want to hear and all that. That's how the show's gonna evolve. But yeah, anamorphic type shit, that was fucking incredible. Thank you so much for sharing that. We're excited to listen to the rest of it, and we may later. So
Can I say that, KVOLX, I love how all your feedback ends with and that's what I have to say. Like, you know, like someone and that's what it's like an old wise tale.
and that's the bottom line.
And that's the end of my tale. Take it or leave it.
Hey, you gotta have the host cadence, right? You gotta tell them when it's done.
And also the caveat, like, but also that's just me. Don't fucking hate me if that's not your opinion, you know?
that too. Trying to.
I always say like everybody has their sound, and if you fuck with it, release it. That's what I always say too. So
yeah,
don't like take my feedback to like kind of force it into it, but like that's like if I was making a song like that, obviously I'd make that genre too. So like that's kind of how I would take that drop. But yeah, you're killing it, bro. Keep doing your thing, dude. So
yeah, I can't count the number of times. Good, sorry. Can't count the number of times that someone has given me a comment like, you know, I would take the vocals out in that part, and I was like, well, that would sound horrible. I disagree. You know what I mean? Like, thank you, but I'm not gonna do that. But okay, that's a good opinion. You know, a bunch of other people said they liked it. Like, you gotta take it in a mesh of everything.
Yeah, like you said, if you like it, you like it. Fuck it. Fuck the rest. Sick, dude. Anamorphic, obviously too. If you want to release, we're very open. We'd love to do stuff like that. I don't know if this is PAX-ish, but it's definitely Sin-ish. All right, Dale, our boy. Thank you. He said in this squeaky thing. We'll see what it is. Dale, everyone. Dale.
Dude, what the fuck?
Love it. Love the UKG vibes. Love it. Love the UK sound. You already know me. Love it. Love it.
Yeah, right, mate.
Great
I
choice
mean-
of sound, man. Love it.
Yeah. I mean, so, for him too, just so you guys know, he throws his own shows on Twitch where he's doing music reviews and teaching people how to do production and all that sort of stuff. And as you can see, he has a very, very cool, different sound that I also love. I love the UKG type sound, and that, him using even the rubber sample, right? The squeaky thing as like the crux of the melody and all of that. And just the way he sound designed, it kept everything fresh. And then by the second drop, it was just so diverse, and the way that it flowed, it was very genreless and incredible track, dude. Incredible track.
If you
If
want
he's
to,
still in the chat, is that mastered by any chance? Because I'm kind of curious. Because I don't know. Looking at the waveform, I'm just kind of curious if that is mastered or not. If it's only mixed, because I'm kind of curious. Because
looking at those peaks and valleys.
I don't know. The only thing I'd say, I feel like it just needs more like that oomph. It needs more like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. It needs to be a little louder in your face. There's like some points in the kicks where I feel like it kind of like clashes over the bass. I don't know if you sidechained it or not. I don't know how you did it. I could look at. I would like.
It could be too, because so like when we're streaming on the back end of Discord, there's a bit of stuff that does get a little bit more muffled than we usually have, and maybe that's what it is.
Don't put this on me.
If he's still in the chat, if you want to send it to me personally, I would love to take a listen. That'd be sick and be dope. I love the vibe though.
For research
good choice of
reasons.
sounds. Like at the second drop, I love the choice of the little fake out and then it goes back in. That's great. It's cool. We had like a little stutter step. Kind of like you can kind of like bring it up and kind of stutter step it, then go in. That'd be kind of sick. That's kind of I saw it because it kind of just stays one bar. But I don't know. That's just me. But
I will say, if we were talking about promo earlier, if you want an example of good content, check out Dallas Page, because fucking I saw his video for this, and he has the squeaky thing, and the editing on it is absolutely insane. It's just it's super super cool and also super funny, and 100% matches this. So I would encourage you to check that out and see what kind of content. You don't gotta be that fancy, but it's a good example.
Well, so somehow he got timed out because our fucking chatbots are so aggressive.
That's like I installed 100 chatbots. It's awesome.
They
they
could
kick
go
all of our
wrong.
friends out all the time.
Yeah, all he put was hearts, and I don't know, whatever. Yeah, whatever.
No love here,
Anyways,
motherfucker.
I'm trying to, yeah. But anyways, you guys got to go check him out. I'll let him put his links and stuff in there. Yeah, he deserves all
Can
of
he, or
it.
is he gonna get timed out for too long of links?
I'm gonna put him in there. I don't know. I feel bad. All right, let's keep it going.
Sorry
There we
guys,
go. You should be on
Matt just
10
sends me nameless links in like a long list, and I have to kind of go through in random different places.
Yeah. The next one, I believe,
This one's on
is
Dropbox.
yeah, this one's from Mr. Dom Perignon. Yeah, Dom Perignon. Our homie that we had on quite a bit ago is from Austin, Texas. Is doing his own thing with house and techno.
Hey, I was just
Usually,
there.
oh, were you? I love the city. I'm
Yeah,
really falling in love
yeah,
with it.
I did I had a sold out boat party. That shit was sick.
Oh,
It
fuck
ended up
yeah.
selling out. Yeah, it was fucking dope, dude.
That,
It
that's
was so sick.
incredible.
It was
Did you
on
get
Travis Lake, and we did like a little boat rental and stuff. It was with another company, and yeah, it sold out, and it was fun. It was lots of fun. Yeah, I was there like 3 weeks ago. No, 3 weeks ago. Something
hell yeah. No, it's probably a perfect time too. It was really, really nice in comparison to out here. So.
like that.
Everywhere is nice.
It was
in
humid.
comparison.
I preferred the dry heat over where I went. Oh my god,
Oh,
it
really?
was humid. It was humid. Like
Ooh,
I got off the airplane and I started sweating when I walked out. I was like, God damn. I was
yeah.
like, it was pretty
That's
humid, but it is what it is.
well. All right. Well, Mr. Don Perignon, he does run his stuff out in ATX out there. He does quite a bit within the music scene, and then also it seems like the film scene and a lot of other. So please go and check him out. What's the song called, Matt? I can't see it.
Uncharted Waters.
Uncharted Waters, Don Perignon.
We came, life feels like we came a long way from where we started. Long nights, broken hearts, and empty pockets. Now we're barefoot by the water, laughing like we never lost it. Sunset falling on the shoreline, good friends and a bottle of something. For the first time in a long time, life feels like it's becoming everything we dreamed about. Feels a little closer now. We're sailing uncharted waters, hands up high, getting lost in the moment. No worries, no looking back, just living where the waves are rolling. Woo! We're sailing uncharted if tonight lasts forever.
Oh, all right. Ah, man, fuck those starting vocals are just like haunting in such an incredible way. Wow. Yeah,
Is that a song I'm supposed to know?
right. Well, I know he works a lot with like original artists, and I'm interested to know if that was something that they wrote together and how this was pieced together. It's very interesting. I kind of want to listen to more to see where he went with it, but um, I really, really, I mean, the intro is just so captivating. I just have to start there. I will say that it does seem like there's a juxtaposition between where we kind of start with some of the energy and the rest of it. I feel like maybe, introduce some elements a little bit slower and in a different way. But, again, I didn't listen to the rest, so I don't really know. But yeah, man, you've got something there for sure, at least with the vocals.
I think this is the rawest track I've heard from him so far. All the other stuff had a lot more going on, and I feel like it feels to me like the vocals sound excellent in the beginning, but I feel like there is something missing there, and whether that's on purpose or not, I'm not sure. But I like you were saying, there needs to be something to bring that energy up more, because it kind of is a hard switch. But I really do think there is. I mean, those vocals, if those are like self-recorded with an artist and stuff like that, I mean, unreal. And there's so much potential, infinite potential with this song. I also love looking at the rest of the waveform, how much different it is in that first drop. So as always, his stuff is always so creative and it always moves around so much. So again, it just makes me interested to look and see and wonder what the rest is too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I like the vibes. The vocals sound great, very clean. I feel like I said, we didn't really listen to the whole song, but I feel like the breakdown and the intro got swapped around. I feel like it felt like it was more of a breakdown than an intro. I don't know. I feel like it just kind of like it kind of just sequenced, just like kind of like too little going on. Kind of maybe bring in the hat, kind of halfway after that 15-second or whatever BPM that is at certain bars, 8 bars. Bring in that hi hat and then kind of bring up that build up a little bit, create the suspense. I feel like there should be more suspense. I kind of not just like bring down the respace and then keep the vocals. Kind of bring more of that element, kind of draw the attention up. I feel like it needs more of that. So, but I mean, great sounding track. I love the vocals. It sounds clean, very professionally done, and yeah, great track.
Oh yeah, as always, love hearing from him. All right, I think we got one more from that Discord, and thank you guys again for following the rules and going into there. We will go back to the track stack afterwards, and from then on, track stack will be where we'll pull when we need extra ones, but Discord will be our main source. All right. Okay, looks like this is Slick Vic and a remix of Dean Turnley's "Actin' Tough."
Definitely read that as Dean Turkey at first. Yeah.
When it's time to fight, she the last one to throw a party. Feel about herself, she laid back, ain't acting tough. Get over her quick, she the main one getting bucked. Bitches talking shit, acting like they can't be chubby. When it's time to fight, she the last one to throw a party. Feel about herself, she laid back, ain't acting tough. Get over her quick, she the main one getting bucked. Bitches talking shit, acting like they can't be chubby. When it's time to fight, she the last one to throw a party. Feel about herself, she laid back, ain't acting tough. Get over her crew, she the main one getting bucked. Bitches talking shit, acting like they can't be chubby. When it's time to fight, she the last one to throw a party. Feel about herself, she laid back, ain't acting tough. Get over her crew, she the main one getting bucked. Bitches talking shit, acting like they can't be chubby. When it's time to fight, she the last one to throw a party. Feel about herself, she laid back, ain't acting tough. Get over her crew, she the main one getting bucked.
Damn. All right, Slick Vic.
Bruh, 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 bruh.
Like gives me like Batters by Peekaboo vibe, the heavy
Nice,
808s and the yeah. No, I love it. Speaking of that guy, I actually just liked one of his songs. Is it the same guy? Yeah, it is the same guy. His new
Slick
song
Vic?
"Low," his new song "Low" that just came out 4 days ago. I fuck with that shit, dude. If you're in there, bro. It's sick
Hey,
as fuck, bro. Yeah,
fuck
it's sick as
yeah,
dude. It's sick. It's really
Slick
cool.
Vic. Let's go. That's what's
Yeah,
up.
it's
Got
very
you.
well mastered too. I love your master, bro. Like your sound sounds great, bro. Nice and full. I like I see where the vibe you're going for is like that, like trappy, deep end 808 sound, which is great. I feel like you attacked it right. And yeah, vocal sounds clean. Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's post worthy. I feel like it reaches that critique mark for sure. So yeah, I like it. Nothing I gotta say. It sounds cool. So I like it.
Hey, that's the biggest compliment sometimes. I think for me too, it's a lot of that. I think that this song sounds ready. I think it sounds like something that was already out. People are playing out, should be playing out. Feels hot. I'm really excited to go check your other stuff out and see if you have things that align. And again, like just really well done. If you're looking for something to remix on or put the remix on, we'd love to release it. Great stuff, guys. So, what about you?
Yeah, no, huge fan. I love trap, so this was right in my wheelhouse, and I love that it's coming back because it just I can't. I'm sitting there, skirt. it definitely fits that vibe. I excited to see it back. This also bridges that perfect gap for people between like hip hop and like what's playing at the club and trap. Like you could definitely like throw this in at the club in a mix of a bunch of other hip hop songs and it would fit in perfectly. Like this that you could definitely shake your ass to this. The one concern is that it does feel just a little bit like I don't know. I take it back. The one concern I had, I disagree with myself. It's just fun, man. It sounds like it's fucking a thing that I've heard before, you know? Like it's just like I don't know what to say. Like it sounds trying to find something bad. I can't. Sorry. No bad things to say.
There we go.
Yeah, I mean, I
love
feel like I feel like you could play this anywhere, in the club or whatever, and you'll get away with it. Yeah, it's like it's one of those songs where you don't really have like a certain area to play it or a certain festival to play it. You can kind of just play it and be like it would be a banger. So I like that. I like when you can kind of just play the song wherever and it fucking just smacks everybody in the joint. So I like that. Cool.
Could definitely see this main stage at a festival too. Like imagine with the 808s and the speakers,
Oh, yeah.
like, and the whole
It's a
bass
fucking
crowd
mob.
getting down. Like absolutely.
Yeah, 100%. All right, I love it. All right, Slick Vic. Let's keep it going on the track stack. I don't know. I just switch up my vibes. I'll let you pick, man. I'll let you pick.
Okay. Let's see. This. Yeah. Where do I start it? There. Oh, we gotta. And here we go.
This is Yes, This Wanna Be Me. All right. Wanna Be Me. Wanna Be Me by Yesus.
Yeah, that track's done. It's ready to get sent over to record labels. Like, send her on over. Send it over to Malp and them. They'll fuck with that. Odd Mob will eat that shit up too.
Yeah.
He would eat that shit up, hella. He would.
Heard it
No,
here.
yeah, no. It's Chris Lake would love that shit. Chris Lorenzo would love it. No, it's ready. Yeah, that song is ready. Send that shit in, dude. I'm telling you, you get the right label on that, dude. Yeah, it'd be sick.
Yeah. I will say for me, as a house fan, I'm going to require more from my tech house these days, and I need you to do more for me, okay? This is where I get a little bit stingy. You know, I think it's incredible, and I think that what he just said is not wrong. The reason I'm saying is I can challenge you to go better, right? I think that you're at that, and that what I'd love to hear is just a little bit more call and response on it than just letting some of that drive out. It does get a little bit monotonous. I know this is an extended edit, but it does get that sort of just tech house vibe. Whereas I think if you really added a little bit, again, more call and response, maybe a little bit more to the bass line or top end, you're going to get a bit more, I think, forward facing. But if your goal is to go with something like an in rotation, or maybe some of those, like he was talking about, like, Fish Lake type stuff, you're right on the money with that too. So great job. Keep it going. I'd love to hear more. We're going to reach out 100%.
It's a super fun track. It's super sexy. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. You want to chime in?
No, you're good.
Oh, all right. Just super
You,
sexy.
Go ahead.
Like I can mute you actually. I'm the admin here. Yes, like I said, the high heel is perfect because on the album cover, if anyone can see it, it's perfect because it's very sexy. It's very runway music, like we said before. I could definitely see something like that in like a Boulder style runway show, because of the red and black and white. I really enjoyed the adequate use of cowbell there at the end. It was a super fun switch up, and I don't know that it totally feels in place with the song, because it gave me a little bit, I don't know, it's like it's almost like a Bowie vibe, I guess. So it just felt a little bit out of place, but I like the rhythm there. I just don't necessarily agree that that instrument fit very well, but I do like I love a switch up, and I love a percussion change. So anytime you switch any of that shit up, it makes me happy. And that's all I have to say.
I guess and another thing I'd say, like, I feel like adding like a stab could even make it different, like a little just stab, just like right before the drop or something. I know Odd Mob does that, like in the Palm of My Hand, this Palm of My Hand remix. He does that. He does a little stab, and then he just and brings it in. And then sometimes he'll bring like a cool little synth, and then over it. And that's the one way to kind of keep it interesting, and I can kind of understand where I can kind of get repetitive with the same bass, yes. But if we're talking on like a generic like tech house vibe, a lot of tech house tracks do keep that same flow, and that is how they're structured. But hey, throw a stab in there, throw some different call and response, like what he said, and just like it'd be great. Odd Mob would eat that shit up, throw a stab in that motherfucker. Eat it up.
Nom 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 nom.
Oh, nom. Go ahead, Chris. I'll let you roulette again. I think we're probably got time for like 2 or 3 more, and then we're gonna go into our
beats for bass. Okay.
Yeah, I pick from the bass ones.
Hey, you said I can pick. Don't try to backseat drive.
Oh, my bad.
Okay. Yeah. Gay. I'm gonna pick one of the bass ones, of course. I mean, the thing is, it was like house, dance. Bass / club. I'm gonna try Waves by Midas. Sorry, I stole your job. You do the intro.
That's cool. This is Waves by Midas.
Disrupt the dance floor. I make waves and disrupt the dance floor. You make waves and disrupt the dance floor. I make waves and disrupt the dance floor. You make waves and disrupt the dance floor. I make waves and disrupt the dance floor. You make waves and disrupt the dance floor. You make waves and disrupt the dance floor. I make waves and disrupt the dance floor. You make waves and disrupt the dance floor. The dance floor. I make waves and disrupt the dance floor. You make waves and disrupt the dance floor. You make waves and disrupt the dance floor. I make waves and disrupt the dance floor. You make waves and disrupt the dance floor. You make waves and disrupt the dance floor. I make waves and disrupt the dance floor. You make waves and disrupt the dance floor.
Hell yeah. Midas, Waves. Finally some different, some breakbeat stuff. I do like that though. That's kind of like a lot of stuff that I'll go to just to like vibe and chill and kick it sometimes. It's very, very easy, and I feel like you did that very well. It makes me very interested to go hear what else you got. That was fun. I will say, difference in drop. it seems like it was just kind of like a little bit of copy paste on some of that stuff. But I did really like where you're going, and I love the elements of the bass and what you kind of hit with your impact. I would say maybe just a little bit more impact, if anything. But
Yeah, I like the structure of the song. Super super fun, and that vocal. I said I started it a little past, and I almost wish I had started from the beginning because I was like, oh, that was really really fun. But the hit is really really fun. I really like how it like all fits together. I can picture the music video of like a British rapper like singing low into the camera, like oh make you know it's that's super super fun. Very interested to know where the vocal sample comes from, whether or not if it's like. You know, it doesn't say it just says waves. So I'm assuming from an old, you know, probably a British rapper. But very, very well done. I feel like this could definitely be improved with a if it's not mastered already, a good master, and just like pump up. Those bass samples hit really, really well, or the bass hits really, really well, but it doesn't hit as deep and as hard as I want it to. It's fun, but I really want that, and especially those, how would you call them, sirens. That are coming through those I really really love because you could probably see my face every time and I went ooh, especially when you switched it up the key for the one, super super fun. But I really want those to come through a lot clearer because they were in the background, barely noticeable, and I feel like those could definitely like make up for a lot of that repetitiveness. But fun. The end.
No, it's a it's a great track. On the first drop on the second part, where the kind of like that vocal kind of like just kind of stays, it kind of you know, maybe throw LFO on it, maybe stutter it. That'd be kind of dope. You know, we stuttered that. And then with the second drop, this is personally when you're dealing with like a UK bass or UKG type of style song. You can either add a house beat for the second drop, kind of keep it different, or you could do a house drop fake. So you can kind of hit the kicks, and then you can kind of like, and then fake it out, and then bring it back in. Because then that if you play that live, it'll catch your audience, be like, oh shit, what's about to happen? And you're like, oh shit, and you bring them back in. You know what I mean? So I feel like throw a kick fake in there, like a house kick fake in there, and you'll I feel like you'll be set. And yeah, maybe a master, maybe kind of boost some things. The vocal sounds great though. I like the vocal choice. Sounds cool. Oh, yeah, good stuff.
If you end up releasing this with whoever, you know, let me know because I'd love to do a D&B remix. You know, with the same, you know, that I'm at when you hit the dance floor, like they could go, or you know, steal that idea. So, but it's fun.
Yeah. Maybe that's what we can reach out for too. All right. We got one more, and then we're gonna move on to our final little segment, which y'all. But dude, thank you again to KVOLX. I thank you, Cayman, for being here, man.
Of course, man. I appreciate having me.
Yeah, and giving some great advice too.
Fun. Yeah, truly. Like I've been sitting here, like, dude, I'm learning too. I love it.
Oh, that's what house is.
That's what house is. That's how you cheat.
Oh, it's not uke bass.
It's not ugh.
Yeah. Yeah. Go back. Wait. Boom.
And like anybody in the chat, like my Instagram is KVOLX Music. My DMs are open. If anybody wants to send anything over for feedback or anything, let me know. I'm here to help new producers, upcoming producers out. I always love hearing new stuff from like people that like I've heard some pretty crazy work from people that's had like 50 followers, and I'm like, holy shit. Like it's insane like what the talent is out there, and it's like whoa. So like yeah, if you guys have IDs, work in progresses, let me know. I'm here to critique, I'm here to give feedback, and yeah let me know, guys.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh yeah, take that up. Well,
Yeah,
while it lasts, while he has the
opportunity.
time. It's not gonna last forever, y'all. All right, what did you choose? I don't see this in my inbox.
I mean, it's literally idiosyncratic. Curioso. I got it. It's in stack for the record live. So
It had a different album art when you click on the outside. It's just different.
Ooh.
Oh,
it does.
okay,
Yeah,
cool.
Weird.
Yeah. Dope. This is some bass club. He said it right. Idiosyncratic.
Bass club. Idiosyncratic, I believe.
Curioso.
ID.
All right.
I was waiting for you to plug it again. Sorry.
Oh no. Nope.
Okay. Hope it's not.
Nope.
because otherwise it'll suck if we don't have a plug.
I'll plug it after.
I said I'm not until Matt says something. I'm not fucking activating that. It's too good, man. I know.
You don't even like House.
That was not
sounds
House.
Like
that was an alien.
Like I walked into. Sounds like I walked into the Resistance stage at Ultra Miami. Like I felt like I just walked into Carlo Cox playing. Like not gonna lie.
Yeah,
I was
right?
like, okay.
I'm pretty sure that was an alien communicating.
Yeah, I was damn. No, I can see Carl Cox fucking with that. I feel like I think there's needs some more elements in the beginning. And I kind of like can open it up a little bit, kind of give it more atmosphere. But that's it. Like the drops, the drums sound good. Just kind of the intro needs a little bit more elements, but that's about it. But yeah, it sounds cool. Sounds dope.
I cannot disagree more. I think that's a fucking amazing track. I think it's perfect. 100% send it. I always say especially someone I'm super impatient. If the track was long, I did not realize how long that was going to be when I started from the beginning. I was like, that doesn't look like. And then I looked at the rest and went, oh man, we got a minute. And then it definitely is a little bit repetitive. But I will say, when it got to that, and even then the pre-drop vocal, I could see all of us were like, and it just when it came in, blew us all away. I mean. Really, really love the use of the mix. The mix is absolutely beautiful, and the use of the space. Like I saw how much the panning there was to either side with all the little dings. Those perfect. I don't know what you call them, tings and dings and bings.
Ear candy.
Yes, all hit perfectly on top of the bass, like. Almost like magically so, and was just in so much different space around it. The distortion on those kicks and stuff was perfect. It gave me Virtual Self vibes. Just you could tell that there was a lot of love put into that because they're so raw. I couldn't stop listening. I love how much it switches up constantly.
What's Oliver Heldens' second alias? It's like
Oh, high low.
high low. Yeah, high low vibes. Yes,
That's
very
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 high
high
low
low
Def.
vibes.
vibes.
Yes,
Yeah. Yeah, I
yes.
could totally picture that. It's a great call. Because like for me too, I felt like this was a really interesting iteration of house. I loved how different it was. It could be original and still stand alone and in an empty room. And yeah, I'm very interested in this one for sure. I think you did an incredible job. Idiosyncratic Crioso, just so we have it for the clip. Because that was a really, really good one.
Even the second, like past the first drop, where it got, I was like clubby. I don't know, and then I got that, and I was like, oh, clubby. Oh, there it is. Yeah, man.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, kept it diverse the whole time. Alrighty. All right, y'all. We will be back in 2 weeks for that one. However, have our last segment here in which we are going to play a few tracks that we love specifically. I have asked my two cohorts here to bring two different types of tracks. The first is we're going to play something that we've been obsessed with for a while now, just something that, has kind of been in our head and playing around. Well, let's leave it up to KVOLX. Like, what did you bring first here, my friend?
Um, this song by Fly, man. Fly is such a good producer. Um, it's his new song. Are we talking? Are we bringing my song, or we said what song we're obsessed with first?
We're gonna put your song last, and we're
But
gonna do the obsessed first.
I'll need a link to the song you're obsessed with.
It's in the email.
But yeah,
It's
Yeah, they're all in the email there. So it's by Fly. I don't know Fly.
yeah, it's called Moonsoon. So yeah, he just released it a month ago, and I've been addicted to it. It's good vibe, good vibe. You guys will love it. I love it. Well produced. He's like got blown up on SoundCloud, so he was just at Apocalypse and he threw down. So not too long ago, and yeah, he's a cool guy.
Hell
Oh, that's mine. That's mine. There we go.
and
There
I was
we
muted
go.
for that whole thing. Okay, cool.
No, you're good. All right, this is Monsoon by Fly.
Art Monster.
Yeah. Wow. All right, I see the hype. I see the hype for sure, dude. That fucking breathy type
Sure.
bass, it gets me every time. It feels like there's
Yeah.
like wind going through my headphones and speakers and stuff, but I'm still getting like just smacked in the face. That's my favorite.
Yeah.
Sign me up for
And he's
more
a
of
great
that.
producer. He's a great producer. You need to check more of his stuff out. He's
Oh, yeah.
great.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
you
go
can
give
you can
that
hear
a
it
follow.
in the just the sound design, the production as well. Just that's everything you want. And it switches enough that you just each switch is nastier than the last, and you're just, oh man. I could definitely I could see I got, I don't know, I'm hearing remixes of this too. Like there's just so much you can do with that sound, and it's so glad it's back.
Yeah, you've been seeing it. All right. What about you, Meta? What'd you bring?
Yeah,
Or do you want me to do mine?
You asked me something?
No, if you have it.
I do. This is artist I've been following for a while. His name is Craymac, and he specifically
Oh, I know.
an amazing producer. I also I got to see him when he came through Arizona for the first time. Super awesome, just as good live. And specifically, I found him through he has a he does a lot of anime style remixes and has a remix of Rumbling from Attack on Titans that is insane. It's like it's metal and dubstep and like it's just perfect for everything. And then he has a bunch of amazing originals as well. He just continued to produce, and then my favorite is that he'll continue to produce and then come back and then do another anime remix. Like he doesn't, he hasn't left that world behind. So the one I wanted to play is that he has a remix of Bluebird from Naruto that's absolutely killer. The beginning part is like it's very beautiful, but it's also very long. So I won't play all of it, but I'll play from here and you'll get the picture. But yeah,
hell yeah, let's go, Craymac and Heine, Bluebird. Hard stop. Yeah, that's that crazy ass dubstep. You won't catch me with that, but I respect it.
Yeah,
That's dope. It's cool.
It's I think it's just a really good use of that. I mean, it's such a familiar sound, and he works so well at doing that, like combining those familiar sounds with like the trap, the bass sound, even again the metal sound. So it's just every time I can't hear the original now. I have to hear this one because I want to hear the drop. Yeah, Craymac.
Hell yeah, I love that. Yeah, Craymac always been. All right, I'll share mine. Was a new artist I have found. It's actually kind of like a collab. So it's Jiv who's doing this version there, but then it's also Jig is Jiggets? Is that how you say it? Yeah, I don't want to. It sounds racist, but it's I think it's Jiggets and Jev. And this is the Jev version of You'll Come Back. So I opened up with this the other night on main stage, and it's just got such an energy. It's also got like kind of that UKG feel, but also like easy listening, still hard but like aggressive, and yeah, I think it's everything I kind of like in that version. So yeah. It's alright. The other drop's long. You can play out from there.
It's really pretty though, man. Ugh.
I know. Well, that's why you should go give it a listen, guys. It's one that they got a bunch of listens, but it's great. It's beautiful. I think so too. I'm glad that you guys dig as well.
It's Porter adjacent.
Cool.
It's hard for me to turn off.
I love that sound.
Yeah, definitely. I didn't know exactly where it was going. It felt like I didn't know if it was going to go like with more like a future, like chill step type route. But then, and I didn't. It felt almost too kidsy at first, but it just the vibes just kept going. You know, I kept trying to find things that I hated about it. You know, like I feel like I would hate that life, but it's so vibey. It's so relaxing and chill, and yeah, definitely sets a vibe. It's like how could you be mad? Like with that playing, you know, just like walking around, just like fucking the world sucks. Like, come on, man. It's like fucking.
And it
listen
keeps
to
you
this,
up. It
brother.
gives you that energy too. Yeah, exactly. That's why I like it. It's like the mixture of vibes and energy. You know.
This is what
I
Kylie
love
Jenner
that.
could have used to stop the protest, man.
Yeah,
Instead of a Pepsi.
not Pepsi. All right. Well, we got a little bit left here. We got a couple. Last segment is we brought a producer that needs some love. So, KVOLX, what did you bring for us?
I brought my San Pacho booty flip. it's it's a flip of mine. Oh wait. We talking about my
Yeah.
Screw it. We on that gas.
No,
pedal.
yeah. Yeah, let's,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Oh my god. Okay, Womp. Okay, dude, this guy's insane. Okay. This guy has 1,000 followers on SoundCloud and he's fucking
Yes.
nuts. Okay. And I played this song out at Walters and it's so good. Dude, I played it so I opened for Talkie New Light at Walter Warehouse and I
Oh,
played
fuck
this
yeah.
song, dude. Dude, it popped off, dude. It's such a good song. You guys will fuck with it. And he's such a great producer and he's still getting out there and yeah. So, it's a little gas pedal flip. So, it's
Oh,
cool.
yeah. That's all right. That's what it's here for.
Grab the wall.
Grab the wall.
Grab the wall.
Let's go.
You're tuned into For the Record.
Wait, slow down, slow down, slow down.
Grab the wall, grab the wall.
Slow down, slow down.
Y'all slow down, grab the wall.
Wait.
Grab the wall, grab the wall.
Yeah. Wait.
Slow down.
All right. Fuck, man. Womp. Gas pedal flip. That's nasty. I can see why you fuck with that. That must have hit at
It's
Walter.
sick. Oh, it did. It was insane. He's such a great producer. So check out more of his stuff. He just dropped like a Kendrick Lamar one. It's pretty dope too. So it's pretty sick. So he's a great producer. So he's gonna do great things. So I know damn well. So
Hell yeah. I believe that.
I actually stumbled upon him as well recently when I was looking for tracks. I'm always on the patrol for like remixes, especially and like bass, especially remixes like this that are fucking hit as hard as fuck. I think it was probably through that Kendrick one, which I was thinking about this. I'm like, so shout out. This is a little industry secret for y'all. One of the best ways to find like underground stuff is to go and find people like this, and then go to that artist, and then go look at their likes and their reposts. Because I cannot count the number of tracks like this that I found because I found an artist that I like. I'll go to Craymac and then look at his likes, and he likes other anime remixes. And so I find those, and then I go to them and see what they're liking. And like, you would not believe the amount of like stuff that you can find that way. And just it like accesses you to so much stuff because they may be part of a producer community in like Minnesota, and that's someone they know locally, but something you don't know. And so, you get access to so much more. And also, at the same time, repost it yourself, like it yourself too. Don't be a dick, show some love.
Support.
Yeah, but it's a good way to like. There's more out there. The search bar is gonna get you only so far because, almost everything it fucking sucks. So and if you're looking for remixes, sometimes they have like a 2-minute space gap or something. Anyways, Love it. Doing a killer job, and I can't wait to see more from him.
Hell yeah. All right, I'm gonna go to you, Meta, because I don't know if mine's actually loading and ready now after I'm looking at it. So
This is from a producer that needs love. I did not prepare that one. I didn't
that's
see
okay.
I did not see that prompt, so
But it's all right. Let's just go on to Cayman's then. Let's get the final one with KVOLX. Let's just
Boom.
finish it up because I don't got mine either. So all right, walk us through,
right.
my friend. Let's
intro
get it.
us.
All right. All right. Well, everybody knows everyone knows Victory Lap by Fred again, obviously, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I got inspiration from that song for this flip. I wanted to make like kind of like a deep kind of style song, kind of like that is, but kind of twerky. And I found this song on Spotify, and I was like, "Yo, I'm gonna throw that bass under this shit and see what happens." So it's like a mixture between Fred again and like Yoi vibes. So yeah, that's like
Sick.
y-
Fuck
and
yeah.
I'd say play the second drop too,
Well,
because the 2nd
we're gonna
drop is
play it
different.
fully out.
So.
We're gonna play it fully out.
Okay,
actually.
cool.
Yeah,
Cool.
we're
Don't
gonna
cut
give
you
you the
short.
full
Two different
satisfaction.
drops.
The way you're
Yeah,
hyping
and
this
we'll-
up, bro.
Exactly. We're gonna play this out, guys. It's gonna be the last for us. We're gonna check back in with KVOLX, shout out where to find him and all that sort of stuff. But thank you again for rocking with us. And for the record, we'll be back in 2 weeks. And shout out again, KVOLX, San Pancho, Butte, Flip.
I know I work it like a pro. Smack it, shake it, then get low. Tell you now how this gon' go. I ain't just your average hoe. I know I work it like a pro. Smack it, shake it, then get low. Tell you now how this gon' go. So it's how the story go. Lick it down, freeze it up, then we good to go. Pop it, Gucci, lip it, Dookie, she's on our floor.
Don't quit now, do your duty. Hit or miss, now work that booty.
Look at that booty. Look at that booty. Look at that booty. Look at that booty. I know I work it like a pro. Shake it, then get low. Tell you now how this gon' go. I ain't just your average hoe. I know I work it like a pro. Shake it, then get low. Tell you now how this gon' go.
Work that booty.
I know I work it like a pro. Smack it, shake it, then get low. Tell you now how this gon' go. I ain't just your average hoe. I know I work it like a pro. Smack it, shake it, then get low. Tell you now how this gon' go. So it's how the story go. Lick it down, freeze it up, then we good to go. Pop it, Gucci, lip and Dookie, she's on our floor. Look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that. Look at that booty. 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 Lo
I work it like a pro. Shake it, think it low. Figuring out how this gon' go. I ain't just your average hoe. I work it like a pro. Shake it, think it low. Figuring out how this gon' go. Work that booty. Look at that booty. Look at that booty. Look at that booty. Look at that booty. Work that booty.
Oh yeah.
Oh my
Lord.
lord.
Yeah. Dude, I fucking love how that track turned out, dude.
Oh man.
good.
I mean, you even gave us a warning too. I just wasn't even prepared
Yeah.
for any of that shit, dude. Oh, that second drop
Yeah.
fucking sent me, dude.
Yeah,
I'm
the
sweating.
goal was to like, yeah, the whole thing was like kind of like bring like a low endy like chill vibe, and then like bring the energy up on that second drop and just drop it in your fucking face. And that was like the whole thing of all of it. And I was like, yo, I'm gonna throw some yoys on it now. I was like, I'll throw some yoys on, and that's what I came up with. So it turned out so good, and I just love how the track turned out. So yeah, I'm very happy with it for sure. So.
Dude, you should be proud of that track. That was fucking incredible. And I love the diversity too. Like I didn't know what to expect from each drop in like such a good way. To the point as a listener, like sometimes the anticipation isn't the best thing and it's just easy listening while being hard. And that shit was fucking that was hard in both ways. I think That's sick.
I was definitely hard as fuck while I was
I,
listening. That's for sure. Um,
We all got real hard while
yeah.
listening to that one. I don't know.
And whatever it was before that second drop, before it comes in, was that like a reverse impact or reverse snare or something? Just like it brought me in perfectly. I was like, "Whoa, what's happening? Whoa, what's happening? You got me!" And then just wow, like ugh, just had the
yeah,
exact impact you intended.
yeah, it's a reverse impact. Yeah, it's like I basically grabbed the impact that I used and I just reversed it, and I just like, but yeah, I love doing that like right before the drops because it brings more energy right when it smacks. That is one big thing that I tell producers too is to kind of create your energy, like let it smack even harder than what you want it to smack. You know, that's just yeah.
If you could see my 311 remix we put out a while ago, so much of it is reverse snares and then reverse impacts and and then downshifters and like those subtle elements really help you bring, especially when you're trying like when you're creating a vibe like that. It's just like again, I feel it physically when it's like and people don't that little bit adds to the drop when you actually get sucked in and like adds to it, and it can help on the flip end too. So I'm with you there, man. Yeah,
Oh yeah.
tips and tricks.
Yeah, incredible work. I think it's that nuance like you're talking about, the detail, a lot of that just ear candy type stuff that not only do you have that, but you have such an incredible sound design and you understand structure and the way that songs want to be felt. And it was great, man. All of this through and through. And if you haven't listened to his stuff, guys, you really have to. I linked that in the chat so you can see that flip there because that's out. And tell us more. Like, where can we find you? Where can we list your stuff? What's upcoming? What's what's the plug for KVOLX?
Wow. Okay, there's a lot going on behind the scenes right now.
Hell yeah, let us know. Take your time.
So I'm working on a lot more remixes and flips. Obviously, that's like mainly what I'm been known for recently, and but I'm working on an album right now. Hopefully, I'm gonna maybe send that into KVOLX and hopefully Cyclop Records. So hopefully, we'll see who wants to pick that up. Um,
Get
Hopefully, Subtronics fucks with it.
If you're listening, Subtronics.
Yeah, we'll make sure he hears it. We'll
Hopefully.
tag him and Cyclops. I
There
promise.
you go. There you go. All right. And then yeah, a lot of different stuff. I'm working on like I made like a Fisher remix, not too long Fisher flip not too long ago. Some more like you could probably find it in there. Oh wait, you probably get it. Yeah, you probably have to scroll down a little bit, but on my tracks.
I'll just passively scroll while you talk.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, and it's like kind of like more like 130 wub, 130 BPM wub. It's more like down tempo. Yeah, right there. The Fisher, the other one. You could probably just play the drop, but yeah, kind of like show you what I mean. Just kind of like play it right in the middle there, right when you see like the little cutoff. Yeah, right there. You can probably just play that.
I've been killing time, I've been anxious. Will you come home to me? Wake me up 'cause you needed something. 'Cause I don't wanna go back to sleep. I've been looking back when you call me. Will you come home to me? You come home to me. You come. Come home to me. You come. You come home to me. You come. You come.
Jeez,
A lot of more low endy. I'm working with stuff like that. Yeah, more like down tempo-y style. So
I
that's
keep
like kind of
forgetting
what's in the works.
it's gonna be bass, man. You know what I mean? I was always like, you come
know.
home, and I'm like, clap, and it's like, wow, and I'm like, oh my god, like that's right. How would I keep forgetting? Like it gets me. I'm like, oh, hard stop.
dude, it's like when a little kid gets hit with like a giant ball. You know what I mean? It's just not taken off his feet.
Yeah, what's over here?
I ended with that song at Taki New Light, and Taki walked up. He's like, "Yo, this fucking smacks." I'm like, "Thanks, dude. Thanks."
Let's go, dude.
Bitch, I know.
He loved it. Bitch, I know. Yeah, he fucked with it heavy. So yeah, that's like basically in the works, you know. But yeah, like there's gonna be some flips and remixes that are coming out, and then the album will basically when it has a record label, there'll be every song every week it will come out. So there'll be a new song every week or so. So. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So,
I love that strategy. So they got Linktree, right? They can find you on all your links and everything like that. And then is there any upcoming shows or anything?
I mean it's not announced yet, but I'll let you guys know, everybody in the chat. I have Gold Rush coming up I'll sit day one, and then I have a headline show in Tucson at Club Congress. So that'll be October 2nd. So, and you guys want to travel to Tucson that are in AZ, you guys come hang out. I'll be posting about that soon. And like on the 24th, I think Monday will be the announcement. So, yep.
Well, fucking congratulations on both of those things. You
Thank
deserve
you.
it. And you know, if I'm down in
Thank
Tucson,
you.
you will see me there, my friend. I promise. You
Oh
deserve
yeah, I
all the flowers
appreciate
and
it.
loves. No, dude, we think you're next up. I think you have, you know, just so much
Thank you.
potential with this, and I love your mindset around it. I love what you're doing with it, and you know, if we could give you a bigger stage, we totally would ourselves. Yeah, man.
Thank you. Hey, if you guys ever have any events, and I would love to come out and support you guys. I would love to play for you guys. So I know you guys
Okay.
do afters and stuff. Hey, invite me out. I would love to hang out with you guys. You guys are great people. I love your guys' community. I love what you guys are doing. So I would love to come and throw down for you guys. So whenever, let me know. I got you guys.
Sounds great, brother. We're honored,
Yep.
man.
I mean,
Meta, what
Of
you got
course.
for him?
I would say we appreciate and your input too. You know, I think you have a really, you know, good understanding, obviously, of music and what you're talking about, and therefore you can give really specific insight. Too many people though get too technical, right? And it's like my favorite is like, are you gonna want to cut this if this hurts, and then like boost this if his hurts when it gets to here? And it's like, you know what I mean? Like as it is very like producers that know it go down to here, and then normal people don't know it, and it's not relatable. But
Yeah.
all of your feedback has been very
Yeah.
like easy to understand.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
when you're on a live stream, it's a lot different. You know, when you're doing like one-on-one, like stuff like that, like with on Patreon and stuff, it's a little different. You know, because you kind of go into their record and you kind of show them where to cut off and where not to. When you're dealing with stuff like this, yeah, it's kind of gonna be straight to the point, but don't get too technical because a lot of people don't really understand hertz and stuff like that, which is understandable. But like I said, my DMs are open. If anybody wants anything to do with like EQ, if you have EQ trouble or anything you're struggling with, you let me know. I'm here to help out. So I got you guys.
Oh,
So
that's what's up. Well, give one big congratulations and thank you to fucking KVOLX for being amazing and being our special guest for today. We are so honored to have had you. This will be up on Twitch and YouTube, guys. Right after this, it goes up. We're gonna clip a bunch of the stuff out for y'all, and then you know, again, give this man his flowers. So. Be back in 2 weeks, and thank you again for tuning in to For the Record. We love you. Have the best night. Hey, thank you for the Record.
thank you, everybody.
Hey, man.
I got to tell had to put it in a song and it goes like, whoa, amber is the color of your energy. Whoa, shades of gold displayed naturally. You wanna know what brings me here? Oh, you glide through my headline to fear, and I know